you just hate to see it. It's just, isn't it? It is just the worst. It is like stepping on a Lego, isn't it? You know, when something that you loved, something that you enjoyed, when some soulless corporation takes that thing and they decides they want to remake that thing, they want to revitalize it, they want to update it for the modern era, doesn't that just stink? Well, She-Ra is getting a live action remake, and guess what? It won't be a gross perversion of the original set to appeal to weirdo Gen Zers. It will be live action, and ooh, they are mad. Now, I have encountered some toxic fandoms in my life. Leftists, they're definitely some of the worst, some of the lowest room temperature IQ people who rely extensively and almost exclusively on personal attacks from behind their anime avatars. But no, the She-Ra fandom was by far the most toxic, the most annoying, the dumbest, the ugliest, the smelliest, the most degenerate. Have I gotten your dislikes yet, She-Ra fans? Ooh, I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad for you that something you loved, She-Ra, the Netflix She-Ra, the groundbreaking girl-on-girl action that you loved, is getting remade, and it is ignoring the Netflix series. God, I just feel so bad, guys. If you feel bad too, make sure you leave a like on this video, and if you haven't yet, there's a red subscribe button down below. I would really love it if you subscribe today. I know you might have to make an account, and that's kind of a pain in the rear, but I would greatly appreciate it. Now, She-Ra live action series in early development, and it will not be connected to the abomination that was She-Ra and the Princess of Power. It's almost like one company wants to make money. And ooh-wee, the salt is flowing. It's just a She-Ra live action series in early development at Amazon, meaning I have zero faith in that, as well as Amazon did put out that woke Cinderella garbage that was, soundly laughed at by just about everybody. Here's the news. A She-Ra live action series is in early development at Amazon. Variety has learned exclusively. As the project is in very, very early stages, no writer is currently attached. DreamWorks Animation will serve as the executive producer after recently producing the Netflix animated series She-Ra and the Princess of Power. However, the live action version will be a new standalone story and will not be connected to the abomination that is the animated show. Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Oh, they're going to be, what the thing is? Amazon will probably make it more woke, but we're going to see just how toxic and vile the progressive party of inclusivity takes to this new remake. Should the project go to series, it would be the first live-action adaptation of the She-Ra character. She first debuted on screen in the animated film He-Man and She-Ra, The Secret of the Sword, back in '85, and part of the Masters of the Universe franchise before spinning off in her own cartoon series, She-Ra, Princess of Power. In the original animated series, She-Ra's real name is Princess Adora, the long-lost twin sister of Prince Adam, who you may know as He-Man. She was kidnapped as a baby by Hordak of the evil Horde and taken to planet Etheria, where she was mind controlled into serving the Force captain of the Horde. He-Man eventually helped her break the mind control and gave her the Sword of Protection, as he has his Sword of Power, which allows her to transform into She-Ra and grants her incredible power. She-Ra, Princess of Power ran for 2 seasons and nearly 100 episodes between 85 and 86. That's actually a hilarious anecdote or side. That's 50 episodes for 2 straight years. That was a new episode every week for 2 years, and it only lasted 2 years. Talk about milking it. Yes, we all know that these shows were then and are now designed to sell toys. The new version of toy is apparently degeneracy, but also, there are new toys, of course. She-Ra and Princess of Power removed any connection of the character to He-Man, instead retconning Adora into an orphan who became a willing member of the Horde on Etheria. The show featured her as a teenager who breaks from the Horde after she discovers a sort of protection and takes up the cause of the rebellion on Etheria. The show ran for 5 seasons and 52 episodes, with the 5th and final season dropping on Netflix back in May of 2020. Of course, retconning is what they love to do. That said, hey, 5 seasons, you know what? Either people watched it or Netflix legitimately committed to the cause, which is possible. It's possible. Let's take a look at some of these wonderful comments, everybody. Gotta have, this is not it. However, the live action version will be a new standalone story and not be connected to the animated show. No thanks. I've seen enough. Just give us a continuation of the Netflix version. You have a big, hungry fan base right here. I can see 94 fans. Live action, I just wanted the animated movie. Nobody asked for this. Oh, is that, do you taste that? Are you tasting that? That is a flavor that you may not be familiar with. Many of us would know that flavor as your own medicine. It's a common thing, that you probably don't experience very often because, right now in terms of the fight for culture, your side, quote unquote, is in power, making all the moves. But yeah, that's you. Why not just make a full-length animated movie, bruh? Using the thumbnail of our favored She-Ra and then saying it's not tied in any way to the storyline is not very cash money of you. DreamWorks, cancel Amazon's live action She-Ra and create a She-Ra movie based on the 2018 animation. Sign the petition. This is the amount, this is so great. This is so great, guys. This is exactly the same stuff these weirdos made fun of us for getting mad about. They're literally right down to the change.org petition. This is so delicious. Today, Variety announced Amazon was beginning an upcoming production of She-Ra. This would consist of a live-action cast straight completely from the original plotline of Noelle Stevenson's She-Ra and the Princess of Power. How does that feel? The issue behind this remake is that the LGBT community fought for years to be heard and seen in children's shows, only for all the hard work and perseverance conducted by Stevenson and her fellow LGBTQ plus fans of the program to be stripped away by a live action that not only produces no closure to the 2018 story, but continues to place the male gaze on heroic women by creating them as objects for male pleasure. This is not okay. This is unbelievable. The amount of backfire at Cope and Seethe going on right now has me so filled with joy that it's really difficult to describe. Although we are unsure what this live action will entail, it is apparent that DreamWorks does not have the best interests of the 2018 fan base in mind, as She-Ra movie has trended multiple times asking for continuation. Okay, well, do you know anything about this new series? No, are you saying that you think it's going to be not garbage? DreamWorks, Mattel, Netflix, and Amazon, if you care about LGBTQ representation, you will cancel this live action in favor of an animated continuation of the She-Ra and Princess of Power. Could this be any more delicious? Twitter absolutely melting down. By the way, both can exist. We had the Kevin Smith abomination of He-Man, plus we also have another He-Man coming later this year. I just love how these these weirdos. By the way, again, what this fandom is basically a well-organized bot network that is run by maybe 15 people. You see this with like the rewriting Ripley. They'll write a tweet and they'll instantly get like 200 retweets and then nothing. It's very common bot behavior. And they all have these like nondescript characters. No, seriously, everyone's so just the whole cope and seethe of everything. Oh, it just sucks. So it's going to be trash then? Oh, why are you trying to trash it before it even comes out? You're just a hater. What are you, some kind of neckbeard? Are you some pit beard, blue-haired land whale who's just hating before it ever comes out? Incel. Give it a chance. Don't you like strong, powerful women? Have a wonderful day.